What is the deal with y'all, man? It's your boy, Runawayron, running towards a better version of myself, man. Y'all already know what the deal is, bro. You seen the title of the video. Ain't nothing else to say, but let's get into it. I was on the way home, you feel me? I'm gonna just stop saying when I had these thoughts, but I just been thinking, I see videos and, life has just constantly been like, I just feel like my mind is just constantly evolving. Let me not even say evolving, but like my mind is constantly, changing. It's constantly thinking of different ideas, revisiting old ideas, and generating new ideas on just, philosophy about life and just certain things, I'm just thinking, you feel me? Like these thoughts come when there's something in the road from me being a better version of myself, right? Like every time I take a L, whether that's sleeping in or being on social media too long, whatever it may be for you, I think like, why am I doing this? You feel me? And why am I still consistently making these same mistakes? So, I just realized like, you got to stop being attached to pleasure, right? And we're not saying pleasure in ourselves. Pleasure comes in many shapes, forms, and aspects. Pleasure is simply sleeping in. Pleasure can be eating too much, right? Pleasure can be smoking blunts, smoking too many blunts. Pleasure can be playing the game too much, right? So, I just want to not be attached to those things no more, because why do we do these things? Why do we sleep? Why do we eat? Entertainment, stuff like that. Like, you should only be doing certain necessities as far as living life because it's a necessity. Get your 3 meals of the day, whether it's 3, whether it's 2, whether it's one. When you're eating, I found myself doing this too. I order some food, it might be more than what I usually would eat. It might be too much for me to eat. But why, when I'm eating, I'm trying to finish the whole thing? Why, when I know I'm already full, I'm still trying to eat? Because obviously the food tastes good. That's pleasure. And you can't be attached to that. You can't be attached to sleeping in, even if you don't have work. Because you're attached to pleasure, the pleasure of that feeling of sleeping in, of catching all your Z's. All it's doing is holding you back. You should be sleeping because your body needs to recharge, not because it feels good. You need to eat to survive, not because it feels good. I mean, if we want to take a step back, nothing has to be that serious or that deep in life. But, me just knowing where I want to go, I know certain things as simple as eating and sleeping is going to hold me back more than what I even know, right? So, I just think like, yeah, you have to let go of pleasure, the attachment of pleasure. Don't get attached to pleasure. This week I've been at work. I ain't been wearing no jewelry. This is why I ain't been wearing no earrings, no chains, nothing. I found myself wearing that stuff because I was attached to the look that it gave me. I was attached to the feeling that it gave me wearing jewelry, right? And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with jewelry, but I found myself doing it for the wrong reasons. For me, there's nothing wrong with putting on jewelry to make you look and feel good. There's nothing wrong with that. But just how I've been feeling about myself, I want to organically feel good about myself with none of the add-ons. How I feel when I throw that bust down in them rocks and I got a nice haircut, I want to feel like that, how I am right now as I'm talking to y'all, with no chain on, with no earrings in, with no haircut. That's the type of confidence I want to have in myself. And I know having that attachment of pleasure is going to hold me back from this. Every time I throw them rocks on, and I throw that chain on, and I get that cut every 2 weeks, I'm running away from my natural self. I'm running away from my organic self when I don't have all the add-ons, when I'm not getting everything that makes me look like this. Because if I never got a haircut, I'm going to look something like this, and I have to be comfortable and confident with that. So that's why I be looking at myself in the mirror like, yeah, you still look as good as you do with a haircut. You have to think like that. Because when you don't have that haircut, When you don't have them chains on, them earrings, you're not gonna think you look good. And you probably feel like that now. Because I did. And I realized that. And that's why I'm saying, once I feel something, see something, I think, okay, well, what can I do to not feel like this? So it's just like, yeah, I just really want to be confident in my own skin, as organic and as natural as it gets. You feel me? Like, there's nothing else to it but that. So, stop being attached to pleasure. Pleasure is simply a feeling that comes from a repeated action over and over. When you eat, eating is an action, you get pleasure. When you smoke, smoking is an action, you get pleasure. That's not true happiness. I don't feel truly good about myself when I have the rocks in and I have the chain on. Because when I take it off and I look at myself, I don't have that same confidence as I did when I had it on. And for me, that's a problem. That's a problem. And I always got to bring women into it, right? I don't want to have to feel like I need earrings, a haircut, and a chain on to get women. I don't want to live like that. Do you want to? Is that the only condition on how you get females? Think about it. If you can get women and females not having to do all of that, all you got to do is bring yourself. And you could go ahead and shoot at something no matter where you at, no matter what you have on, no matter how you looking. Because you feel as if you got all that shit on. You feel as if you got that haircut, even when you don't. So, that's just where I want to be. That's how I want to feel about myself in my most organic, natural form, my most organic, natural state. You know what I mean? I get tired of having to get a haircut every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. I'm not saying don't get haircuts, bro, but I'm just saying, bro, like, like I always say, why are you doing stuff? What's the intention behind every action that you do? So, me wearing this and doing this is for other people. It's not for me. At least when I was wearing it, right? And I'm not saying y'all not going to ever see me with earrings and a chain on, but, how I do it is just going to be different. So, stop being attached to pleasure. Please stop. It's not doing you no good. It's just keeping you content. It's keeping you stagnant. It's keeping you comfortable. There's either two ways of suffering. The suffering of regret and the suffering of missing out, losing out on those pleasures. So which one you want to be in? Which boat you want to be in? And the thing about suffering from regret is that you get that feeling after the action has already been done. Quick example, all my dudes that don't try to, yank the noodle, right? In the moment, it feels good. But after, you have that feeling of regret, that suffering of regret. And then on the other side of the coin, you don't want to do it. You're suffering on that feeling of missing out. That feeling that you can't obtain. So which one you want to be on? And the thing about the two different sufferings, the suffering of regret is something that you don't sign up for. The suffering of not having a feeling of pleasure is something that you do sign up for. Think about it. If you have to rewind that, go ahead and rewind that and just think about that. Me abstaining from doing those activities, I'm willingly suffering on not having that feeling. And I think this type of suffering is better than when I go and do yank the noodle, whatever you want to say, and I have that feeling of, damn, I didn't want to do that. Damn, why did I? Damn, now I have to live with that. So I'll rather willingly suffer than not willingly suffer. Because I've been on both sides, and I think I know what side I want to be on. So, apply that to all aspects of your life, with the sleeping, with the eating. Don't overdo it. Don't do it because it feels good. Do it just because you have to. But, I ain't nobody fucking daddy, my nigga. You do what the hell you want to. I'm just letting you know how I feel. So, yeah, man, I'm going to keep it short and simple today. How I could get. But I hope all y'all been having a great day, great night, great week, whatever it may be. Be ready for the next video. But you can't be ready unless you subscribe, hitting the notification, and you liking the videos so you can stay up to date on the new content, man. And for all my people that are watching, that are comfortable with getting to know me, I just as want to get to know you. Book a consultation. You feel me? I got it down below, link in bio. I'd rather have a conversation with you guys instead of having this one-sided relationship. Let's really have a discussion and leave us two different individuals. I want to know how y'all feel about certain things. Maybe you could change my aspect and my outlook on certain topics and ideas. I love to hear it. I'm open to everything. But a lot of y'all not ready for that, which is cool. I'm not expecting it. So, yeah, man, it's Runawayron. I'm running towards a better version of myself, and I'm out of here.